you for all coming. Stand for the pledge, please. Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Again, thank you. Thanks, everybody, for coming. We got a quorum. I didn't even count that. We got a quorum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, we got a quorum. Chico's on his way.
Okay.
Have a motion for the approval of minutes from last month.
Second.
Get that? We'll run into the resolutions. IT1, resolution increasing the authorization of the capital project number CO122 Bunner Street Complex renovation. We're going to take, we got $1.6 million left in our capital project from the mixed plant. We're taking $1 million out, and that's going to Bunner Street for complex renovation and added amenities. First by Dave Holtz,
Second.
second by Mike Bearden. Open for discussion. Chico.
We did, but you got to do the plan.
Oh, perfect.
Here you go.
Rick?
Should we table this, or can I ask to table this for one more month, so we can actually get a more accurate number on what we actually need?
It's fine by me. Phil?
I believe it's gonna be more than $1 million from the,
I think that's it.
And I'm working on it now.
from the numbers we
Yeah.
All right,
received.
why don't we leave this, we'll run it right up to the caucus before the ledge.
Okay.
And hopefully by then.
then.
Huh?
Yeah, I think.
You want to table it here? Okay,
Yes.
we'll pull it for a month
Mr.
then.
Chairman, I make a motion that we table this till next month.
Second, Dave Holtz. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. AT2, resolution increasing authorization of capital project number 0323 county flooring. This was flooring, this is transferring $50,000 for building renovations from reserve. And new flooring was needed in the district attorney's office, the hallway on the 4th floor legislative building, and the cost of $9,600. Open for discussion.
I'm moving for discussion.
Second.
Rick, who's the contract on this?
Most of the time we use Quality Carpet of Oswego. They give us state pricing. And, this year we've done a lot of work in the court system. All the judges, they decided they wanted renovations in the carpet, which we get reimbursed for anything we do in the court system. So that's been, I believe, $26,000 of it. And what we normally do is, once we, when we renovate, we really need to put the carpet down or flooring, whatever we're using, so this is just to get some of that money back.
Very good. Thank you.
Anybody else? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you very much. IT3, resolution authorizing budget modification with the Highway Department to transfer funds from insurance recovery into highway expense. Apparently, we had somebody run into one of our pavers. You want to enlighten us? Oh, motion to discuss.
Move it.
Mr. Martino, Legislator Martino, second by Legislator Holst.
Yes, last year the paver was hit by a trailer going around the corner, cut it too short. The back of it, the screen, we call it, it slides out. They bent it off every which way. So we fixed it temporarily to get through the season and had to order the parts, and I think into February this year, so we paid for it out of this budget.
And this is reimbursement.
This is just a reimbursement for the accident.
Anybody?
Yes, he went around the corner with a trailer. Okay. Never drove a trailer before, so.
Anybody else? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. IT4, resolution authorizing the execution of an amended contract with Dyco Electric, Inc. regarding change orders concerning the batch mixed plant rehabilitation project. Motion to discuss, first by Legislator Holmes.
Second.
Second by Legislator Yurden. Open for discussion. You got anything on that?
Yes, this is for the, is I didn't show you, we got a bag house over there. It's got 2 electric drive motors. They're about that big.
Okay.
And it's for variable speed, what was that? VFD.
Variable frequency.
Yeah, we had to get that because all of a sudden it just kicked on the belts. We were going through belts and motors. And then it goes on easy now instead of just slamming right on. And they said it'd save us probably some, make it more efficient for us.
The other thing with those controllers, you don't get a spike in your power intake.
Right.
Power point, so
It just starts up easy.
yeah, it starts up easy, so you don't get those high spikes,
Right.
which affects our,
Like some kind of clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Anybody else? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. IT 5, resolution authorizing budgetary modification, Department of Solid Waste to create a fund capital project number 1624, earth refit repair feasibility project from the solid waste unappropriated fund balance.
Move it.
Motion to discuss, legislator Martino, second by legislator Holtz. Open for discussion.
Actually, Paul came over and took a walk through. I showed him some things. We've got a lot going on with our earth, as you know. We've got a lot of capital projects going over there. We're 37 years old now, and the incinerators, generators, there are portions of the plant that are original, and their time is coming. So I want to get a study done. I'm gonna do an RFP with purchasing. We'll get it on the street to hire an engineering firm. It'll be the usual players, B&L, HDR, Rombol. I think there's an outfit in Florida that I'm gonna reach out to as well. We'll pick this committee will award the successful bidder. We'll get the study done, and then that's my first step. Once we get the study done, we'll make some recommendations and see what the next step is.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. P6, resolution authorizing budgetary modification, Department of Solid Waste from the solid waste unappropriated fund balance to the energy recovery facility expense account. Motion to discuss.
Second.
First by legislator Yurden, second by legislator Holtz.
No, it was first by legislator Twist.
Where's he
I
hiding?
just did the second.
Back.
Sorry about that, I didn't see you. Got that?
Yep.
Okay. Open for discussion.
The biggies here is our 10,000 gallon condensate tank has not been maintained in either 9 or 10 years. We're gonna get that inspected, get some patching done and some coating on the patches. We'll get our DA tank inspected. Same thing there. Our electrical switch gear, we're in the second year of our contract to get that inspected. We had thought the money was encumbered already and it wasn't. So that's to take care of this. This, and again, this falls into the item you just passed. We've got this aging infrastructure that we really start to need to address.
And then you have stack testing this year?
Stack testing this year as well. And that's what's actually driving the schedule too, is I've got to get my stack testing done. So I got to get this work done in our shutdown, which is coming up 3.5 weeks. And so we can proceed forward.
Labor Day weekend. Yeah. Anybody else? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We're into the bids. I need a motion to discuss refractory materials. It was publicly posted on BedNet and Seward County website. A motion to discuss first by legislator Holtz.
Second.
You don't need a motion for this.
Don't need a motion? Thank you.
No.
All right.
To accept it, we do, but not to.
Okay. All in favor?
Wait a minute, Holly, would you guys tell us about this?
Well,
I was thinking about that, but she didn't. I'm sitting there with dead air.
sorry. Yeah, we went out to bid for refractory materials. We sent it to 3 companies. We were kind of surprised that we only got 1 response back. So Upstate Refractory Services was the lowest responsible bidder.
We've used them before.
Yes, yes, we have.
It's
Yep.
kind
The
of,
ones we bought. So
it's kind of a specialized work, so that's inspiring.
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Not doing the next one.
We're not?
We're not doing the Independence Trail.
Right, correct.
Okay.
I pulled that out.
Yep,
Gave it to
so
Ray.
we'll pull it.
Oh, wait a minute. My
Store
bad.
walkout.
Let's back up.
You said, I had insurance.
No,
Yeah, store walkout.
I just have to see the yellow sticky note.
This is a walk-on.
I got one.
You got it, okay.
Yeah. Figured I could have
We all good?
This is a portion of the other side.
IT7, resolution authorizing budgetary modification insurance recovery to the Department of Solid Waste Energy Recovery Facility expense account. Go ahead.
Move it for discussion.
Second.
First by legislator Martino, second by
I did.
legislator Yurden.
This is where one of our haulers hit a wall, damaged the wall and the floor. This is the insurance money back from that hauler's insurance company. And we'll pay the contractor now who did the work.
This is one of two, right?
Yeah, this is the first portion. I've got, the engineering portion will be in September. We'll bring that forward. Once I get that billing.
All right, let's go back to the bids.
Oh, wait.
You
Gotta
can
vote
get a
on it.
vote.
Oh, all in favor?
Aye.
Legislator Hull, second by legislator Martino. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We have a bid for a cell phone, Sarah Sunday, Administrator of the Office of Aging. Looking for a cell phone request from Greg Powell. Motion to discuss.
Second.
First by legislator Walpole, second by legislator Yurden. I think we got two of them in here, don't we? Four. Well, we got four. Okay.
So in this case,
Chairman, I make a motion that we do all the cell phones.
As a group.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. Thanks, Greg. Anything else?
Independent trail maintenance.
No, we pulled that.
Oh, you pulled it?
Yeah, it went to the wrong committee. It went to my committee. It was supposed to go to
Human Services.
Human Services. So that's the only one. All right. Anything else for the appropriate motion? First by legislator Holmes.
Department reports, department updates.
Oh, department heads, sorry.
And we have this too.
I know, but I want to go home.
I'm not gonna listen to the reports.
Come on now, you're not that far from home. And listen to the cackling down to the end.
at the Wild Horse.
I'm just gonna pick up my dogs at daycare.
Nah, I was just saying, get it, don't sweat, I got people.
All right, buildings and grounds, department updates.
Perfect, thanks, Rick. Next. Sure.
You did that just to set him up.
Bunner Street,
Yeah.
this morning, Malone started up there doing the sanitation line on the front of the building, which that's good news for us to at least get that off the ticket. And National Grid showed up this morning, and they've set 2 poles. So, we're gonna continue doing the electrical back. Hopefully, it's done in a timely manner, but it has started.
Oh, my God.
So, those are the big things going on at Bunner Street. There's other issues, but we'll talk about that more down the road.
We ought to do a cheer for National Grid, tell you that.
Well, all I know is they're here today, and they said they'll be back tomorrow.
It's not a cheer, it's about time.
Yeah.
It's only 2 months.
I'm thinking an oxygen tank myself, because you said they're here today, so.
Yeah.
Well, I know we're gonna gonna have Megan done out back now, and they can set their lines, and I guess there's lots of inspections to do before they can get it finalized. But they're there.
Yay.
Nail their feet to the floor. Is that it? Is that all you got?
Sure.
Highway Department updates.
Well, you see, we're at the mixed plant, and we weren't rolling today because we had rain out towards Hannibal. That's why she was not rolling. But I'd like to give you guys a tour if you're interested after. I'll show you pretty much everything that you want to learn. And the other note, we're just moving along doing our grinding, paving, of course, putting shoulders down. And on the other note, I did get a thing from, who was it? Town of Richland. They asked me if they want to do some shared services this year. I gotta give you guys a blessing on it. They'd like to use the Pulaski Garage to put their sand and salt in an open area, because they got it on the ground right next to the Salmon River. And they gotta get it out of there by September 1st.
By when?
September 1st.
Okay, got it.
And they would like to use our salt shed, and I think it'd be a good idea, because when I talked to the grant writer that the county has, he says if you have shared services using the salt shed,
Yeah.
you're better off getting the grant then, and then we can get you a salt shed out of it.
Okay.
Because that one is
There it is.
in dire needs of being repaired. But I just need your blessing if I could do shared services for that.
That meet the criteria, Bill?
Well, when you say it's not in a current shared services plan, because they stopped that program. But there's other shared services grants, government efficiency grants, things like that. Is that what the grant?
When I talked to the grant writer, we were talking to him, and I asked him about salt sheds and buildings and stuff like that. And he says, if you had another municipality sharing it with you,
Do we get a government
We get-
efficiency shared
Yes.
service? Okay, yeah, it's a separate program, so yeah,
Okay.
it might work, yeah.
but I'm gonna talk to him right after they get in there and see if we can get something rolling on
Okay.
that. Because that's in dire need of repairs. But on the other note, the county fair called me. I don't know if I brought this up last time. They leave a couple 10-wheelers and a loader up there for the garbage that we used.
Yes, I believe you did.
I did bring this up
I
for
think so, but do-
Monster Jam and Fall Fest. I don't remember
I
if
did
I brought
recall we
that up.
did that, but I know we did it to regular fair, so.
Yeah, the fair. I don't remember doing the Fall Fest.
Okay, go with it.
That's up, they need it for August 8th, or excuse me, August 10th and 11th. That's this weekend. And then October 4th, 5th.
Is it actually Monster Jam or is it?
Yeah,
They
that's,
got-
it's,
Oh,
yeah.
offshoot? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's their
They're still kinda-
dealing.
still kinda cool.
But I don't know what they're using.
Who cares? They're monster
They're
trucks.
monster trucks.
Yeah, they're monster trucks.
But they asked me, they sent me an email, did we do that? I don't know if I remember doing that before, so I just wanted to bring it back to you guys.
Yeah,
Okay.
I couldn't remember either, so. It's good.
Saturday.
But that's this Saturday, and then October 4th, 5th,
Fourth,
6th.
fourth, fifth, and sixth, that's
Fall
Fall
Fest.
Fest.
Correct.
So that Monster Jam, not advertised?
It's on Facebook.
It's on
It's on
Facebook?
It's on Facebook, man. It's all over the place.
I didn't know nothing about it myself.
They haven't reached out to our office.
It's what?
Not
They
on
haven't
Facebook.
reached out to our office.
Really?
To help
Okay.
This is a
publicize.
service or they pay for it?
So I'm just learning about it.
It's donation
What's
to
that?
the
I'm just
county
learning
fair.
about it now.
Yeah.
They've never
It's all
paid
part
for
of
it.
It's
Well,
all
let's
part
see, you
of
got 3
This
days.
is
right?
all part of
And we bring
Well,
garbage to the transfer.
You've done that for a long
We've
time.
always done that.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yep, for the fairgrounds and stuff.
Anything else?
That's all I have.
You're good?
Yep, thank you.
All right, solid waste, updates.
We're coming up on our shutdown, as I mentioned, so the earth will be down Labor Day weekend. We totally down for 7 days, give or take. We've got a lot of work scheduled. The cell number 5 is on schedule and looking very nice. Anybody who wants to stop and take a tour, please do. I'll take you out back. I would like to, I don't think I sent an email to the chairman and yourself. I wouldn't mind it if we could get some people out there and get some pictures taken and put it on our website, where we're at.
Monday morning? Monday morning?
Monday morning.
Bunner Street meeting.
Well, we got Bunner Street, but we got,
I would say tentatively, but I gotta get them
Yeah, at your leisure, certainly.
Got a meeting with Phil at 10:30.
Those are the high points, and then we've got our executive session afterwards.
Is that it? Airport.
We got our new tractor, thank you very much, desperately needed that. So we mowed all week, last week at the airport, trying to catch up a little bit, and now we are over at the Silk Road landfill doing that right now. That's pretty tall, a little behind schedule because of the breakdown, so we got that and it's working fantastic, so thank you. July 24th was Amelia Earhart Day, and we hosted a Girl Scout troop from Oswego and gave them a tour of the airport. That went fantastic. Always happy to do that. We also had, I think it was July 21st through the 27th, we had that UAS or drone company at the airport. That went spectacular. Happy to have them. They were happy, we were very happy. We made some money, they made some progress. They're already talking about coming back. Basically, they need our airport for certain areas, just proximity to different areas. So whatever mission they need to do, if it's over Lake Ontario and it's not a Watertown area, they'll be using us. It did go fantastic. As a spin-off of that, we are talking with another company about using the airport right now too. So it did go fantastic. I think this is gonna be a pretty good thing for us. That's pretty much all I had.
Drones, you seen the drones? Sent me pictures, they didn't stay, they left.
They were there for the week.
They were there for the
And
week.
the biggest problem they had was weather.
Okay.
They don't have instrument ratings, they can't fly in local. All the storms we've had coming
Yep.
through
Yep.
kept them on the ground a lot more than they had hoped for, but they did get a lot of the information that they were looking to get. So and like I say, it went fantastic. Honestly, because we have cameras, it's very little effort on our part. We just kind of cash the checks. So we're happy to keep doing that. And like I say, this has led to another one already. So I think it's going pretty well.
Thank you, sir.
The more we can utilize it, the very best.
Absolutely, absolutely. And this is the new up-and-coming technology. We're happy to embrace it, especially if it's going to go like it did that week.
All right, thank you. Bless you. Central Services.
So I filled my last open position. We had 2 open positions. One candidate fresh out of school about a month ago, and got another one that fellow that started yesterday. He's fresh out of the Marine Corps, working on finishing up his IT degree. Very good candidates, and it was nice to have a good pool to select from. Hopefully these are individuals that have long careers with the county, concerned about maintaining the gains we've had, so hiring people that will be with us long-term and can learn all the complex parts and pieces of the IT environment. So feel pretty optimistic about that, and it was relatively easy this time to get some good candidates hired, so that's good news to report. Last month, you'd approved funds for Phase 1 and Phase 2 of network upgrade project. That equipment has come in, so we'll be working with the consultant we've have a relationship with for this long-term engagement over the next couple of months, and I'm thinking by year-end most of that gear will be in, or all of it ideally. Part of that, what was approved as well, was adding some secondary internet circuits. So the Fulton building has been surveyed. That'll be a fiber circuit. Don't have the install date yet. They're going to resurvey the Legislative Office building, which is good news depending on how it shakes out. After the original survey, the plan was to trench in from the pole that's up on the corner of Oneida and 2nd Street, which would have been ugly for a bit, but they're looking at possibly renting conduit space from Verizon that has a buried conduit from the other corner of the main intersection there. So hopefully it'll shake out like that, because that would be a lot neater and cleaner install for us for sure. I wanted to touch base, update you a bit on the CrowdStrike incident, which I think everybody's aware of that, and the global outage that was caused by essentially a programming flaw in one of their, what they call channel updates, their secondary updates. And there was no type of rolling release of those updates, so when they were released, it was released globally to, I'm not sure how many endpoints they protect. I've heard of somewhere in the neighborhood of 1 billion, I don't know if it's that many, but there were tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of systems affected. We still don't have the full after kind of action, their root cause analysis from them. We were on a call with them last week with New York State. They had good things to say, as you'd expect, and they were very apologetic. So the main updates that come in the form of like antivirus signature definitions, the stuff that's used for detecting malicious code, those are already on like a rolling release, which is a best practice, but these secondary channel updates were not released that way. And so they're revising their processes, and they're going to be releasing those on a rolling, staggered type of schedule as well, so they don't have this kind of repeat event, which was pretty serious for sure. I think probably about 30, maybe 25-30% of our machines were affected, so we were relatively lightly impacted compared to some other entities. Really, the only notable piece that was slower than everything else to recover were the state systems, like the DMV systems, which we have no administrative access to those, although we asked, but the state ultimately did that. Wound up a couple, 3 days later providing a method for doing that. So a little bit delayed on that. Any questions on that? I know it's kind of a more complex deal, and it's a little bit alarming too, in that how easy it is to take down a lot of computers.
Just want to thank you, and I'd like you to convey our thanks to your staff. I know they activated like 1, 2, or 3 in the morning and had us up and running pretty much everything except state systems by the time people came to work. So just want to, please let them know we appreciate that.
Well, and thank you, appreciate it. I'll make sure I convey that. And I always want to emphasize how fortunate we have a very good team of people. People are dedicated, want to see things dialed in and make things better. Hardworking people, definitely people that care about doing a good job. And I hope to maintain that going forward too. So when I'm hiring people, I want to get people that are really a good fit, that are trustworthy, have good work ethics. I mean, it probably goes without saying, but sometimes that's easier said than done, I suppose. So that's on the CrowdStrike front. Yeah, that's all I had for the moment. Thank you.
I will tell you, back to buildings and grounds, I rode the elevator today. And it worked good. You can tell Greco that when you see him. All right. Anything else?
Just for a little bit of current events, we're supposed to keep it secret. Phil, I, Turner, a couple others, we met with Senator Schumer today down in Phoenix at the industrial park. It's the first phase of him hopefully going to bring us $2.5 million so that we can expand on the park. I think the deal would be, normally you'd think he'd just show up with a check, but this way he can show up and say, I'm going to go back to work and work really hard, and in a couple of weeks show up with a check. So he gets 2 shots to TV. But it does appear like we're in the line for that, and I tell you not because it's what I did, but just if you see it on the news, whatever. But tomorrow, 1 o'clock at the Central Square Firehouse, Congresswoman Tenney is going to have a bit of a rally, press rally type thing, to try to combat the OSHA regulations pertaining to volunteer fire companies. There's a big document that's involved that volunteer fire companies have to supply with, like doubles the training, doubles the length of tires on their trucks, whatever. It's 680 pages long. So Claudia's been a couple different spots talking about it. I welcome you to tell it if you're a volunteer fireman, tell your fire chiefs, whatever. They might already know about 1 o'clock tomorrow at the firehouse. It'd be nice to have a decent crowd there.
In Central Square, right?
Yeah, in Central Square. It's just, I started reading it and I just lost interest about 30 pages in.
They have a lot of regulations on the local fire companies. They have a lot of regulations that we have to adhere to now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not, when I was a fireman 30 years ago, it was like, you know, hey, you wanna go in that building, go ahead.
Like the breathing unit equipment, you can only keep so long, and they're about
That's
$6,000
it, just in
piece.
case you see me and you wonder why I'm wearing a tie, I have to go there.
I was
And it'll be a whore for the money. You know?
He just wanted to make us feel bad.
Andy come here.
Yes.
He just wanted a picture with Schumann.
Yeah.
He's hunched all over and everything, yeah. We see some Secret Service guys are talking in there, I scan the roof lines.
Who did you?
No,
Oh, okay.
we're recording still.
All right. Looking for the appropriate motion.
Oh.
What do you got?
Second.
Executive
Oh, I'm
session.
sorry. Financial credit history of particular corporation.
Executive session.
See ya. Now you can go, Holly.
All right. There you go.
I make a motion to adjourn.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.